Hey everybody, Black Metal Werewolf here, making a new video for this week. So before I really get into today's topic, I just wanted to address something. When I first started this YouTube channel, I wanted to be very consistent as uploading every Wednesday, but because of how screwed up my work schedule is, and life gets in the way, it's getting to the point where I can only upload on whatever day of the week I have off. So if it be on a Wednesday, or a Tuesday, or a Thursday, or a Friday, that will be the day I upload a video. I apologize, I feel like a jackass when I can't do what I say I want to do, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. Hopefully one day I can do this full time. That'll probably never happen, but if it ever does, I can be consistent. But, what can you do? That's just the way she goes sometimes. But let's get down to today's topic. I'm going to be doing a review of Rob Zombie's new album, the Electric Warlock Acid Satanic Orgy Celecbration Dispencer. Rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? So first, let's start off with presentation. The artwork on the front and the back is very busy, very loud, very unappealing to the eye. Like I said about his last album, the Venomous Rat Regeneration or whatever, it looked like someone took a fruit roll-up, chewed on it, spit it onto paper. There is way too much going on. You can't tell what you're looking at. It's just so much random crap. It assaults the eyes. It's just such bright and like, what the fuck is going on here? It's like the old saying, less is more. For example, Rob's his past album, Educated Horses, it's just a picture of him in black and white. Nothing special about it, but less is more. I consider this much more appealing to the eye than this. I think there's a big difference, and you can tell the difference. There is one thing I do have to say I like about the back cover, is that on the back there's a picture of Nosferatu, and in the top corner there is a picture from the Thomas Edison film company Frankenstein that predates the Universal Frankenstein. So I suppose if you're a big fan of Frankenstein and you know about that movie, you'll get the reference, but if you don't know about it, you won't even know what the hell it is. It'll just be another random picture on the album. I kind of thought that maybe all the artwork is supposed to like symbolize or make you think like you're on an acid trip, and that's what it's supposed to do. That's the only thing I can really think of when explaining this. It looks like you're on an acid trip. I suppose if you're big into acid, you'll enjoy it, but other than that, I think it's hideous. So getting into the pamphlet, we got a bunny on the back there, and just once again more craziness, pictures and very bright colors assaulting the senses in every sense of the word. There is one legitimate painting that he released when he released the song Everybody's Fucking in a UFO, and here it is, a bunch of aliens having sex. So for some reason you can't find alien penises and tits online for free. You can buy this album and look at alien dicks and tits. It goes back to the old saying, I don't know what art is, but I know what I like. And I do not like this. It's very unappealing in every sense of the way. It makes me think, this is such an unappealing album, but going back to, Educated Horses, it was a very simplistic art style. Pictures of the band in the forest or in the studio, black and white, very simple. Yeah, there's some random crap, but it was kept to a minimum. It was mostly about the band. And also with Hellbilly Deluxe 2, look at this. That's a really great picture, the whole Jesus Frankenstein thing. That's a very, very nice painting. Same with Mars Needs Women and Werewolf Baby. Very, very good paintings that someone took a lot of time and effort into. And once again, I noticed that this is where a lot of the random crap started showing up to. Once again, just kind of assaulting the senses, but at least it wasn't too much craziness. It was black and red. Whereas this, it's just every color in the rainbow just thrown at your senses at once. I feel like Rob Zombie should kind of stick to his old art styles with legitimately good paintings and, all that cool stuff. But, that's just artwork. Artwork doesn't make or break an album. It's the music that makes or breaks the album. So how is the music? Very strange is the best way I can put it. What I've noticed in a lot of past Rob Zombie albums that at the beginning of his songs, there'll be like a quote from like an old horror movie, public domain speech or something like that. But then that'd be kept to like 2 or 3 songs on the album. With this one, it is every single song. There is a quote or something or a line from some old movie. I just thought it was really weird. It went from something, different and special to his albums to just every single song has it. It's not like, oh, I wonder what song is going to have the quote from Dracula on it or, from the Screaming Skull. Now it's every song has a quote or something. It just kind of got repetitive. That's one of the best ways I can put this album, is very repetitive, very boring, which is extremely disappointing because Rob Zombie's band consists of very talented musicians. John 5 is on guitar. That guy can shred like there is no fucking tomorrow. So how come this entire album, his entire, like, anyone had basic knowledge of like entry level guitar could play on this album? That's my biggest pet peeve about it. It's mediocre. You have talented musicians and they're reduced to entry level playing skills. Gingerfish on drums, very basic. Piggy D on bass, very basic. John 5 on guitar, extremely basic. It's so boring. It's so repetitive. There's nothing special to it. There's no like wicked awesome guitar solo. You could be like, oh man, Rob Zombie's album is so awesome. Did you hear the guitar solo on In the Bone Pile? Yeah, that song, guitar solo fucking rules. Or the drum solo. It's like, there's nothing that sticks out about it. There's nothing special about it. It's heavy metal, but where's the thing that makes it stand apart? Where's the thing that makes it go the extra mile? There's nothing in this that makes it go the extra mile that's going to stand the test of time, where everyone's going to be speaking of a song like Dragula. That song has gone down in history. You say Dragula, everyone knows Rob Zombie. Be it a one-hit wonder or whatever if you don't like Rob Zombie. But whereas this, there's no song that makes you say, this song's going to get played on the radio. This song's going to be on the TV, this new music video. It's so boring and it's so repetitive. Another thing I noticed about it, the songs are very short. Only one song that goes over 5 minutes. All the rest of them are kept to under 3 minutes. So it keeps for a very short experience. 12 songs, almost all of them under 3 minutes. Very short. You can finish it in one setting. I listened to the album several times from beginning to start. A lot of times, I'll listen to an album, I won't like it. Then I will listen to it again a little while later. I'll be like, oh, okay, I was a little too hard on it at first. I listened to this like 4 times. Every single time I'm like, boring, man, just fucking boring. There's nothing special to it. No test of time song that will, be out there forever. It's just such a mediocre album. It's going to fade into obscurity really, really quick. Well, like, if you're a Rob Zombie fan, let's say on this album Educated Horses, I see songs like Lords of Salem and American Witch. To me, those are like Rob Zombie staples. I fucking love those songs. They're really, really good. Whereas this, like, there's no song that stands out because they're all really basic and mediocre and shitty. If I had to give this entire album a score out of 10, I'd give it a 1. To me, there was only one good song on it, and it was an instrumental by John 5 playing acoustic guitar. And another factor into that was the Frankenstein picture on the back. Other than that, I would stay clear of this album 100%. Unless you're like a Rob Zombie fan who thinks Rob Zombie can do no wrong, that you love like all of his movies, and refuse to admit that Halloween 2 sucked, or Lords of Salem sucked. Like, if you just think that Rob Zombie is the best thing ever, then yeah, pick up that album. If you're a Rob Zombie fan and you want something good, I would completely avoid it. I love Rob Zombie. I have a patch of him on my vest. I have all of his albums, but his last album and this album, complete garbage. Would not recommend it. 1 out of 10. So that's it for today's video. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out some of my past videos as well. Also, don't forget to comment and tell me what you think of today's topic. I try to read them all, and I even try to respond to as many as I can as well. Follow me on Instagram. I'll be throwing that in the description section as always. Once again, thank you very much for watching, guys. This is Black Metal Werewolf. Stay brutal.